Listen here, y'all. A guy like Chris Olave has got me hot and bothered. All right. So Chris Olave, he's the 11th pick in the draft. We know this. He's from Ohio State. Garrett Wilson goes 10. We know this, right? This is all common knowledge. However, what is not common knowledge is the fact that he had 13 targets in back-to-back weeks. He led the entire NFL in air yards by over 100 air yards in week 2, and he puts up 147 real life yards last week. Yet to score. He's kind of a buy low, if there is such a thing, for a guy that has back-to-back 13 target games. He's played 75% of the snaps in every single game this year. With all the injuries that the Saints have, I mean, MT and Jarvis Landry both sat out. He's just gonna keep getting funnel targets. And what's so interesting for a guy like Chris Olave is, I mean, at the combine, I mean, he blazed. Well, it wasn't the combine; it was his pro day, I think. But I mean, he ran a 4.39. So we know that he absolutely blazes. He isn't too big, and his like whole shtick coming out was he's not really a yak receiver. But when he's leading the league in air yards, you don't need that much yak. He's just getting the ball fed down the field a whole bunch by Jameis. And when that's finally realized, like it was last week, he goes 13 for 9 catches and 147 yards. And we could see a whole lot more of that. So a guy like Chris Olave is something that I'm very interested in. But I'm also very interested in a guy like Garrett Wilson. I mean, Garrett Wilson, so he has the big week 2. He has 14 targets in week 2, 30 PPR points, 2 touchdowns. But in week 1, he had 8 targets, and in week 3, he had 10 targets. He's just a full-blown target magnet at this point for Joe Flacco. Even if Joe Flacco, like, I mean, he had 3 fantasy points last week. Garrett Wilson still gets there with 12. He's almost matchup proof. These guys are just total freaking studs. And I think it's safe to say that these guys are going to be successful, solid NFL players. So when it comes to like spending a first round rookie pick, you could do far worse than a guy like Olave or Wilson, because to me they've proven that they're going to be solid NFL contributors. Like, I mean, some of these first round receivers, they come in and they don't do shit in the first couple of games, and you kind of know they suck, like a Jalen Reagor type guy, you know. But these guys, I mean, they've proven that they're going to be target hogs, and I think they're going to be good in this league for a really long time. So, I mean, I just want them everywhere you can. Dynasty, redraft, it really doesn't matter. But these 2 Ohio State receivers are just absolute studs.